Hey YouTube, it's Jennifer. It is Saturday, March 10th, 2012. I am 5 days post-op. I had my surgery on the 5th, so on Monday the 5th. So I am 5 days post-op. The pain medication is now covering up whatever pain I have on my left side. So I'm not really in that much pain anymore. I still get sometimes on my back. Like right now I have it in my back. But for the most part, I'm not in a whole lot of pain anymore. It's just kind of uncomfortable and that kind of thing. But I wanted to make this video because I try to go back and look at other people who had gastric bypass or even the sleeve and try to see what their first week was like, because my week has been amazing. Like I was really terrified when I was pre-op of what it would be like to be post-op. And I mean, I knew everything that I could possibly know. I had read every book I could possibly read. I had gone to support groups of different kinds. I had obviously been on here for a while. I've been waiting since 2010 to have my surgery, so I've been through 3 different programs. I've seen 2 different psychologists. I have friends who've had it, so I was really knowledgeable about the nutritional facts and, you know, as much of the learning aspect of it as I could. So, but I was still really terrified of what life would be like. And let me just tell you, this is by far the most amazing thing. See, I'm gonna cry already. That I've ever done for myself. I mean, I'm 5 days post-op. I'm not taking any medications at all. None. I take my iron supplement. I tried taking my multivitamin, my chewable, but it's disgusting. I can't. I'm really sensitive to textures and stuff, so I'm not going to be able to take that. I'm going to have to go buy a different kind of multivitamin, but I mean, besides the multivitamin and the iron supplement that my doctor required me to take because my iron was so low, I'm not on any other medications anymore. I was taking 8 medications this time last week, and I'm not on any of them anymore. When I do sleep, it's a deeper sleep. I feel better when I wake up. I have more energy when I wake up. I feel so in tune with my body. I feel like this is the body that God should have given me. And I know it's all like, you know, cut in half and cut in pieces and contorted and twisted around, and but I feel like this is the body I should have had. And it is amazing the difference I feel. Even my mentality with things. I'm not afraid of anything to do with the surgery anymore. I'm just not. I feel more confident. I am thinking clearer. I am not looking at dating or men the way that I was just a week ago. It's like a whole transformation took place in the past 5 days, and I would never believe that has it not been happening to me right now. If you would have told me a week ago it was going to happen, I would have been like, no, not after 5 days. Maybe 5 months, but not after 5 days. But it's been 5 days, and I feel incredible already. I will say I have not had any cravings. I'm still on liquids. I tried to add some pureed foods. This morning I tried to have like a pudding, just because my body seems to be doing so well with the liquids. And I'm starting to get hungry. I was starting to get hungry last night, so I thought, well, maybe it's time for me to progress. Maybe that's what my body wants me to do. And it didn't go terribly bad. I mean, nothing horrible happened. It's just I think I need to stick to the liquids until Wednesday like I'm supposed to. The one thing that kind of pissed me off yesterday was my sister went grocery shopping. She does the grocery shopping for the house because, you know, she doesn't pay rent or any bills or anything, and she's been here for almost a year, so she uses her food stamps to buy food. So all I asked her from the grocery store was to get me some sugar-free pudding, a bag of ice, so that I could make shakes and Slurpees with my fruit drinks and with my protein drinks and things. and I asked for some soup. Well, she came home and she bought me my pudding and she bought me the soup. Um, she also bought Oreos, Entenmann's chocolate chip cookies, powdered donuts, chocolate donuts, Reese's peanut butter eggs, cherry Coke, Hostess cupcakes, basically everything you could possibly imagine in the grocery store that if you were shopping for yourself, you would, at this point in your surgery, you would bypass and say, yeah, I'm not gonna have that in my house anymore. Yeah, it's like, it consumes my kitchen. Like, I walked in, I woke up from my nap last night and I woke up and I walked into the kitchen to get something to drink and I just looked at the kitchen and I looked at her and I'm like, you're kidding me, right? And she's like, oh, I'm sorry, you know, I went shopping when I was hungry and I bought all the wrong things. At first it was kind of funny because I was like, you know, how funny that all this crap that I can't eat and I really don't want to eat is in my kitchen right now, tempting me. I mean, like, next to my protein shakes, she put the donuts. I don't know why everything has to be out in the open. Maybe there's just not room in the cabinets. I haven't really checked. But I try to keep all my stuff in one little section of the kitchen, so that's all I have to really go towards. And it's all just kind of sitting out. But the more I thought about it, it wasn't funny anymore. The more I thought about it, it was like, you know, I would never do that to her. I just wouldn't. To me, it's extremely selfish. If I was gonna buy those things, you know, I'm not expecting them to eat like rabbits. I'm not expecting them to eat what I eat. But there's a difference between food and crap. And if you're going to buy all that crap, more power to you, but keep it in the car. Or buy it in smaller doses and hide it from me so I don't even know it's in the house. I mean, I know that stuff, I'm going to have to be exposed to that stuff. I'm going to be tempted by that stuff eventually. I almost did grab a cookie this morning, just out of habit. But just to me, out of generosity and out of being supportive, I would think that you would just not have that stuff in my kitchen 5 days after surgery. But that's just me. I would never do that to her. I don't know. I just think it was kind of rude. But, so that's been pretty much the only thing so far. Oh, and my mom ended up, I came home without, the pain medication, and my mom ended up buying it for me because I went 12 hours without pain medication on Wednesday, and I was miserable. I hurt so bad. So my sister had called my mom and told her how bad I was, and my mom thankfully bought my pain medication for me. I'll pay her back when I get my check on Wednesday, but she also gave my sister money to buy my other prescription the next day. Well, my sister did not buy my prescription the next day. She spent that money on her and my niece, and then told me, well, you said you didn't want it filled. And I probably did tell her I didn't want it filled. But to me, you should have called and asked, are you sure you don't want your other medication? Before you spend money that I'm the one repaying. So it's just like little things like that just kind of irritate me. That's like, girl, like, seriously, I don't need any extra stress. Just let it go. Things, other than those few things are going really, really well. I mean, really smoothly. I expected things to be a lot more difficult, and they're not. And I keep cheating and weighing myself, and I told myself I was not going to weigh until Wednesday, because that'll be technically my first week pre-op. Even though I had surgery on Monday, Wednesday's the day when I was able to come home, and all the food choices were mine, and all that. So I guess I'm thinking I should weigh myself on Wednesdays and not Mondays. I don't know how I'm going to do it. But I know that Monday, when I went to the hospital, before I had surgery, I was on the doctor's scale. I was 301. Tuesday, when I was doing my walking around, they had me weigh myself. I was 310. So I had like 9 pounds that I gained, and water and gas and whatever else they pump into you during surgery so you don't float away or whatever they think you're going to do. As of just now, it was 298. So if you go based on what I was pre-op, it's 3 pounds. in about a week, so that's pretty good. If you go by what I was post-surgery, which was 310, then that's like 12 pounds, which I would much rather gloat about. But I don't know. I'm really trying to not focus on the number, because I really want to just focus on how I feel and the energy I have and the things that I want to do. But I'm just looking forward to being able to get out and walk, because right now I wouldn't trust myself walking down the street. It hurts so bad on my left side, where I guess where my liver would be. It hurts so bad that sometimes I just feel like if I don't hold my stomach, all my internal organs are just going to spill out the side of my body. So I just kind of like, my incisions are really, really, really clean. I mean, they're better than my gallbladder surgery. My gallbladder surgery, I had 4 incisions, and this surgery I had 7, and they're much cleaner. So I could not be happier, and I want to give a lot of recognition to Barrix Clinics. It's B-A-R-I-X. The one that I went to was in Ypsilanti. They were beyond amazing. Everybody there was extremely supportive, extremely knowledgeable, extremely attentive. I never had to wait for, I'd press my call button and somebody would be there. Somebody was always offering me ice. Somebody was always offering, to make sure I was okay. Do I need my blanket? Do I need an extra pillow? Do I need help with anything? And checking my vitals, making sure my medication was okay. Making sure that I knew exactly what was going on while I was preparing for surgery. I did fall outside as I was walking up to the clinic that morning. It was snowy, and their parking lot is kind of not exactly smooth, and I fell and tripped in a little hole in the parking lot and skimmed up my knee pretty bad. But even that, it was like, I don't know if it was because they were afraid I was going to sue them or what, but I mean, everybody that I saw for the rest of the day was like, "Oh, I heard you fell. How are you?" But it was a very, 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 very good experience, and this probably should be my week 1 video, but I don't know if you can see my bruises. I'm sure you can. There's one where they tried to get an IV. My hand, you can't really tell how bad it's messed up. It's like pretty yellow. They took my IV and drew my blood from here because they couldn't get it anywhere else. My wrist, I don't know if you can see. They try to get blood from there. They try to get blood from here. Ooh, can't see. From here. They try to get blood from here, but you can't see that either. I am very hard to get blood out of, so they even did a pretty good job with that, even with the amount of pokes that they did. Far better than a regular hospital has ever done. So, anyway, 13 minutes in, that's my update. I just wanted to say something while it was kind of quiet in the house. My niece and my sister just left, and I'm going to go take a nap. Bariatric surgery is the best thing I ever did. I'm not going to say I wish I would have done it before, because I think it happened exactly when it needed to happen. But, yeah, you watch out, because I'm on fire now. I'm on fire now. The real Jennifer is here. So, I will talk to you guys all soon. Congratulations, and I will talk to you guys later. Thanks. Bye.